Give me a second. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Okay. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, madam.
Okay, okay. Tell me, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm under the weather now,
Okay.
and the thing is that actually I'm not feeling well because of that bad weather. Continuous rain is going on here.
Okay. Same here. It's either too sunny or the next day it starts raining and drizzling. The weather is kind of unpredictable here as well. So, okay.
Yes,
Are you in a condition to talk to me?
yes, no problem, madam.
Okay. So, you mind telling me more about yourself? Where are you from? What do you do?
I'm from. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Krishna. I am from Odisha, particularly from Nimambada.
Okay.
And as far as my qualification is concerned, I have completed my intermediate in science.
Okay.
And I have around 10 years of experience in private sectors, like in BPO industry. I worked over there for 10 years. But after pandemic, I am running my own coaching center here.
Okay.
But the thing is that I just want to enhance my communication skill in English. But thing is that I'm trying that, but I'm not getting that much of a result. That's the problem of mine.
Mm-hmm. So, your coaching center is based on what? What do you teach in your coaching center?
Here I'm running a coaching center that is Odisha Others Vidar, that is English medium school. Okay, I'm providing coaching to the English medium school students, and I'm providing English over here.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
teaching English.
How
But
did
as
you?
far as communications,
Mm-hmm.
yes, madam.
No, you please complete.
No, the thing is that I'm very much worried about my communication. How can I improve my communication skill? I'm really concerned about that.
Yes. So, what are you doing in order to improve your communication skills? And what do you think you lack? Because your English is quite good. When it comes to communication, what do you think that you are lacking?
Thing is that I am doing a lot of things, like I'm watching videos. I'm also watching your videos regularly. So at that time, particular time, I think that I have learned a lot of things, a lot of phrases, a lot of funny words I'm learning. But when it comes to utilization, I forget to use them. I think at that time I don't feel confident. I don't find any words at that time. That's the problem I'm facing right now.
Okay, you're facing problem with your English learning, right? Because English learning is different as compared to communication. Communication can happen in any language. When it comes to English, you're forgetting words because only listening, watching will not help you much. Unless you're using that words in your spoken English, you won't remember those
Exactly.
words. You won't remember them.
Yes,
That is
ma'am.
for sure because you're listening so much, right? So you have to write down
Yes.
those words and try to use one word at a time till you are like sure that that word has come into your own vocabulary. Once that happens, then you can go for the next set of words.
I'm doing that also, madam. I'm also doing that for a certain period of time. I'm remembering all those things, then gradually I'm forgetting. Whenever I just learn new things, I
Mm-hmm.
forget the old ones.
Mm.
That's the
It's,
problem happening because continuance of your spoken English, communicating English is not happening over here.
mm.
That's the problem. Yes, exactly.
Yes, because English is also ever evolving, right? There is so much syllabus to complete, or there are so many words coming into the dictionary very often. So, how much can you learn? It's okay, whatever you like, you learn it. It's more about communicating, right? It is not mandatory for you to start using idioms, start using extra fancy words in your vocabulary. You should be good at what you are doing. Sometimes in because you're a teacher, you're teaching students, you take that part and then you try to put them and teach the students. I think that should be enough. And as in how you teach, you are also learning, so that will become ingrained in your memory as well.
No, actually, madam, I recently started my coaching center before 5 months, 6 months. This session only. I started my coaching center 2000 in 2024 only.
Okay.
Okay. So very
Mm.
recently I have started. So I'm also not acquainted of teaching students because I did not have any option to survive myself. This is the only way I thought it will be convenient for me to run a coaching center. That's why I have started that. But I was not acquainted of teaching.
Mm.
That's the problem because uh, you know when I worked in BPO and in other sectors, I forgot all those things what I learned in my schooling, in my college time. Whatever I learned, I forgot gradually. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then again, I started 2024. That means, after a gap of 15 years, 16 years like this, if I'm
Mm.
restoring, I'm just restoring it. It is my restoration period, I can say.
Mm.
I'm just restoring it. So sometimes I become very, tensed. Oh, I knew that, but I've forgotten. It seems to me I know that, but I exactly at that, instantly I can't remember all those things. This is same thing happening, but
Mm.
as I'm teaching gradually, also I'm learning new things. It's okay. It's very exciting.
Mm.
But the thing is that it is our purely, one of people, those who have learning in sixth standard, they are from Odia medium school. That is purely one of the school they have come from.
Okay.
So we are also teaching them in our own language. Though they are studying in English medium school, we are
Oh.
teaching them in our own language. If you won't teach them in your own language, they can't understand anything.
In spite of being in sixth standard, English medium.
English
Okay.
medium.
Mm. That's
But
quite
we are teaching
challenging.
them in Odia. That's the problem, madam. And it's okay. Gradually, it will happen. They will be acquainted gradually. But about me, how can he improve my, communication skill?
Mm.
You know, more
When you,
efficient I can speak.
yes, when you were in the BPO, you would interact in English only, right? You would talk to the
No, no,
people,
no, no.
no?
No, it is also in our mother tongue. Very
Oh.
rarely in a day, at least, max to max one or two also there with whom we are able to speak in English. And
Mm-hmm.
that too only 1 minute, 2 minutes, max to max 1 minute, 2 minutes like this.
Okay, okay.
Otherwise, 99% of calls were in Odia. Odia, then Hindi like this.
Now I understand what you meant by saying that you forgot what you learned because you were not in
Yes,
touch with the language.
yes.
Were you not doing anything like reading? Do you read?
I'm really fond of reading. I'm really fond of learning English. Exactly. But due to lack of time, I was
Mm.
not focused.
Okay. That's okay
Okay.
because
But
past is past. You have forgotten things, but now you're starting regaining, right? Gradually you're improving. At this stage also you
yes,
can like read one page a day. You can read newspaper actually. Because at your level you can easily understand newspapers and that will really help you to boost your English. It uses very good language nowadays.
yes, madam. I'm also doing the same. I'm also, purchasing newspapers every day. I'm also going through the newspaper. But
Mm.
the thing is that I'm just reading it haphazardly because sometimes I'm busy. I'm sometimes going to some visit some parents. You
Mm.
know because as I'm running coaching center, I could not I can't focus upon this thing only. I have to
Mm.
look after so many things.
Right. Yeah.
So
But there is something
exactly.
called as uh, time management. I understand you
Yes,
run a coaching center and it should be really tough for you, but you have to keep like half an hour. At this time, I have to read because self improvement is also a thing that you have to include in your routine, right? You're working, but you have to improve on yourself also. So for that, try to set apart half an hour of your day. If not half an hour, at least 15 minutes. So just go through the headlines and whatever article interests you, you can read that like hardly 15 minutes. You can include a lot in 15 minutes also. It's just about managing your time. If you're a haphazard, then you will start feeling I don't have time. So you have to set a schedule like before starting the classes or a second half in the evening. Like that 15-20 minutes you can dedicate to reading.
actually, reading newspaper, it is not regular. Watching videos, I'm just doing them regularly. I'm watching videos regularly,
Mm.
and I'm also writing them down. Whatever new words I'm coming across, I'm
Yes.
just writing them down.
Mm.
But the
Mm.
thing is that I'm not able to utilize them in my day-to-day communication. I'm not able to utilize them. That's the problem.
You will, but try to focus on one or two words at a time. Gradually, it will improve. Gradually, you will be able to incorporate. Like if you are reading so many words and I'm not able to use so many words, it won't happen. Maybe our brain will has that much capacity, like two or three words at a time.
Actually, I'm also, such a age that I'm also forgetting. Forgetfulness has been developed.
Memory
And
issues.
memory lapse is happening.
Mm.
I have to take care of my family, my relatives, coaching center. So I'm not getting focused at this age. That's the problem.
Also, one more thing that can help is repetition. If you liked some particular line, really, try to listen to it again and again. Try to create your own stories around that word. Like that, you will remember that word for a long time. It happens with me. I started YouTube like maybe it's almost a year now. So hardly maybe 5 or 6 words I've learned new words in this year. So it is a gradual process. I'm not focusing more on using fancy words because obviously I'm just having conversations, right? People opposite to me can be a beginner, they can be intermediates. So I have to talk in a language which is understandable by everyone. So it is a gradual process. Try not to stress too much on it. I'm forgetting. The more you think about it, the more you will start feeling bad about it. So just take it as a gradual process. You've just started learning English again. Not learning English, but utilizing English again because you had a long gap. So that is why I think you are feeling a bit stressed out. I knew or I learned so many things, but I've forgotten. Now again, I have to start learning fast. Maybe you're stressing out yourself too
Yes,
much.
yes, yes.
Mm. Otherwise, like according to business, how is your coaching center doing?
It's going fine, madam, because I have just recently started, but good numbers of students are coming in a position because in 2006 or 7, I was also running my coaching center.
Okay.
Before joining before joining BPO industry, I had also coaching center. I was running that. So
Mm-hmm.
I had that much of reputation as a teacher. I had a reputation. So when I started, I got students very easily
Mm-hmm.
again.
Okay.
So the number of students that are coming, it's okay, no problem. It's manageable. But I hope in next year, I think double number of students will be coming next
Mm.
year.
Mm.
But
And
I
since
need to
you,
enhance my skill.
yes, you have to give yourself time as well because you're taking care of the
Yes,
coaching center. Take care of yourself also about your English. Try to improve, try to incorporate, do a simple activity every day for your improvement. That way, you will see different changes in yourself also.
yes,
And you had already been a teacher in the past, right? And then you stopped and you went to the BPO. Now again, you're back into teaching. So, do you have the
yes.
same kind of passion even now for teaching?
Yes, madam. Earlier also I had that, and in before also I was a trainer over there. I worked as associate for some months, some years, but
Hmm.
then I got promoted to trainer. I was working over there as a trainer.
Okay.
So, but after pandemic, I was also working as a trainer in a soft skill sector also. After
Oh.
BPO, I joined skill sector. There also I was a trainer. But
Mm-hmm.
during pandemic, everything just went wrong. So I
Mm.
thought it will be better to run your own business. That's why I decided I need to learn my own coaching center again.
Mm.
And this year I have started.
Yeah. I think training again requires a lot of patience because that being a trainer is different. Now running your own institute is different. It requires a great deal of patience, right?
Yes.
Mm. So what are your positive qualities? What do you like best about yourself? Your good habits.
My good habits is I am actually, madam, fond of reading.
Fond of reading. Wow, that's
I
nice.
am fond of reading now. My mind is I just want to learn every day.
Mm.
Like
You want
this,
to learn every
and
day.
I also scold the students those who are not focused on their study. I also
Mm.
very just get irritated with them.
Okay.
I like reading, I like studying, and those who are not studying, I also get irritated with them.
Mm. Are you a strict teacher?
Not strict, madam.
Not strict.
I'm
Okay.
also very
You're friendly
friendly.
because I can hardly see you smile. Okay, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about success? How do you define success? What is success to you?
Success, madam. Now I realize that after starting my coaching center, I realized that you can get success if you will stick to one profession for longer period of time and you will honestly do that. You will give, you will be dedicated to that profession for longer period of time, then
Mm.
definitely you will get success if you're doing it honestly. But in
Okay.
my case, I'm just telling you that I change frequently. I change frequently. I started my career first. I just started providing coaching. Then I went to BPO industry. Then I went to skill sector. Then again I came to again coaching center. That's the problem. I'm not getting success. So now I can define that if you are doing something, whatever job it is, you will stick to that job for a longer period of time, at least for 5 to 10 years. Then definitely will get success. No doubt upon that.
Wow. That's a nice way of putting across your point because this is a point where which I didn't get to hear for this is the first time I'm listening to this perspective. If you are continuously in one career, you will get success in it. It is good. And what are the qualities you think that successful people usually have in their life? How did they become successful? What kind of good habits or qualities they had?
The successful people, they just focus upon their work. They don't listen to the negative things of the people. Whatever people are saying, they are
Mm-hmm.
least bothered about all those things. They are really simply they are focused. They enjoy their whatever they are doing. They just enjoy that work.
Mm.
And so, if you want to be successful, from my point of view, if you want to be successful, so don't bother about others. If you think that this work is good, this work is not hampering the society, is not putting any negative impression upon the society or others, then
Mm.
you just carry on.
Correct.
People, whatever people will be saying to you, your it is not good, it's not bad. People will be saying it's the natural tendency of a people,
Mm.
human being.
Mm.
But you need to focus upon your work. You should not be diverted by the
Mm.
negative statements of people. I'm also running my coaching center, madam. So whatever I'm saying, this is I'm saying from my experience also. And so when I started my coaching also, I have also got such type of negative feedback.
Mm.
So if you start coaching center, then you will be facing that from this much problems over here. So don't try to just try to do some business like this. They have
Mm.
suggested so many things, but I really thought that it is my liking area.
Correct.
To teach people, it's my, I think say it's my inborn quality, so I should not leave that quality. So I focused that it's okay, this is my first year. If you'll carry on teaching for 2 years 3 years, then I will be get hang of all those things. Everything will be easy for me, so I'll be enjoying teaching. And whatever teaching I will be providing, it will be maturity will be there, gradually maturity will be there.
Right.
Now whatever I'm teaching, I think I am also not satisfied. But gradually maturity will come in course of time.
Nice. You're talking out of experience, which is very important, I would say. Focus, determination, and the main thing is you should love what you're doing. Only then you will be even successful or happy with what you're doing. That is a different level of satisfaction. First, you should love what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. So, is there any habit of yours that you want to change?
Actually, my habit was actually bad habit. Because of that reason only I have spoiled my life. That is procrastination, madam.
Mhm.
I had a bad habit of procrastinating the things.
Yes.
When I was, in my school time, college time specifically, when there was some, government jobs to apply for. But I was very good at cricket. I
Okay.
was a good player at cricket. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I focused upon playing cricket rather than applying for any job.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Otherwise, I was, I secured first division in matriculation in science also I did well. But due to lack of focus only, I could not join anywhere. I could not do any government job. Otherwise, I could have, I think, I could have done that.
Mm.
But I focused for nothing for me now.
Mm. Right. Were you very good at cricket?
Yeah, I used to play cricket very well.
Mm.
That's the only reason I was diverted from my original path.
Mm.
Otherwise, I should apply for any teacher job like this. But
Right.
I think what is lottery cannot be lottered. I think it was not in my field.
Mm.
So I'm not also only for that. But sometimes I feel very sorrow, very sad for that.
Mm. You just repent. You repent that aspect of your life
I
where
think
you
of
could
my
have
activity that
utilized
I
it
did in the
better.
past.
Mm.
Yes, yes. Ma'am.
Any new
Because
habit? Yeah.
whenever I see students, those who have already, gained their headmaster position like this, I
Mm.
really feel very sad at that time. They are making earning 1 lakh rupees, 90,000 rupees per month, but I am just struggling right now. So
Yeah.
obviously, yes, madam.
That is sad reality, when you compare yourself to others. Because I'm a software engineer. When I see where my friends have reached today, you definitely feel bad about it. It's either circumstances or your wrong decisions. Life takes a different route sometimes. We just have to keep trying, I would say. That's it.
No, no, madam. Actually, you are also master at something. If you are not doing any software job, it's okay. But you are at least you are master at something that you are also excelling well in your job, coaching, spoken English course you are providing. You are excelling well. You should not repent for that. But I am not, good at anything now. I am just trying to establish myself in teaching line. But I'm not that much of a, you can say I'm not a good teacher now. I'm a learning. I'm not mature enough right now. So
Maybe at this phase
that's
of
the reason.
life, yeah,
Yes.
at this phase of life, you're feeling that. Maybe if you had started early, you would be reaching somewhere else in your life now. At this stage, it is where you are not supposed to struggle. You are supposed to be a little bit settled and
Yes.
secure. Maybe
Yes.
that's what you're feeling. Mm.
Yes, madam.
But it's not
Right now
true
I
that
am
you're
also
not good at anything. It feels bad to hear that I'm not good at anything right now.
sometimes I feel, madam, because I think I'm not in my field. I'm not reached that much of level. Right now I have to travel long distance to acquire that position. That means at least 3 to 5 years I need.
Yes. Because you're starting from scratch again.
From class now. Yes.
Mm. I would say like just have to keep trying. I know it is quite late, but work upon yourself. See what will work for you. That is all we got in hand right now, right? Just working, doing
Yes.
your best. That's all. And like,
That's the reason, madam, I am providing much more time for learning. So I thought very quick, very short span of time, I can learn much more things. I can restore all the things that I have already forgotten. I'm just really worried for that.
right.
Sometimes I am very confused from where I should start.
Mm,
So many books I have kept. Which book I should study? So which book I should read? I'm real confused for certain
mm.
period of time.
But it is also that if you have learned already something and then you have forgotten, your learning for the second time will be easier and faster. You will be able
Yes,
to
yes,
absorb
madam.
it faster.
Yes.
Mm. Just good thing. Do you have any questions to ask me?
Question, madam. Actually, I just want to know one thing that how can I speak like you? How much time it will take for me?
How much time it will take to speak like me?
Yes.
Oh, uh, I have been learning since childhood, like you, because your English is already very good. English is very good. I don't know, maybe confidence. You just need a confidence and a little push. That's all. Because your English is amazing. When it comes to communication, it's just about listening, smiling, having good body language. It is a different aspect when it comes to communication. So your English is already on point. So you just have to focus a little on your intonation, the way you talk, highs and lows, so that people can listen to you. Some words needs to be stressed. When you're ending a sentence, the voice has to go low. That is what I mean by intonation. A little bit on that. On that, if you work, so that when people are listening to you, they should be glued to you. They should be able to listen to you. They should know what you're stressing more upon. So that is called highs and lows of your voice. Just try working on that. Communication, just try having a smile more often. That is also like quite attractive when you speak. It is not only about what you're speaking, it's also how you are speaking. But your English is really good, trust me. And it is a gradual process. There is no end to it. Keep learning continuously, keep practicing. Now you have the environment, you are teaching, right? So talk to your the kids who are students in English. Try to brush up your own skills and try to gain a bit of confidence. That's all.
So when I have three staffs, three teachers also teaching in my coaching center, three to four.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I told them that as a teacher, being a teacher, you need to talk in English at least. Okay, leave about the student, but at being a teacher, you need to talk in English.
Yes.
But they are also afraid of speaking in English because they are good at teaching, but they are not able to communicate in English. That's the problem over here.
Yes, yes. It is surprising that English is a problem area for so many people, including teachers. They will hesitate, and whatever is the native language, they will be comfortable doing that. That is the reason many youngsters of this day they are suffering because of what their teachers did in school or at college. They're not able to find jobs. They're getting fired from jobs because of not knowing English, in spite of learning in English medium school. So, at least being teachers, it is our responsibility that we at least do not indulge in native language. And if they are there to learn English, they have to speak in English to them. Gradually, they will understand. If you're cooperating and you're giving them comfort, so how will they learn? It is our duty, I think.
So, madam, actually, whatever what can I say? Whatever communication skill I have, actually, I learned to that traditional method only. That is doing translation.
Right.
I was in a habit of doing translation. So the same thing also, I am just forcing the students to do the same thing. Though they are from English medium school, but I force them to do translation. Some guardians they just complain that sir they are in this English medium school why you are forcing. I thought to myself, listen to me, sir. Actually, though they are from our mother, our Odia medium school, at least first of all, initially they should translate. Then gradually they will be habituated and they will leave that. Automatically everything will be coming out.
Yes, yes.
And is it the correct process or not?
See, that is really a debate thing, I would say, because I have spoken to other people also who have learned English through this translation method, either translating stories or watching videos of daily use sentences of translation. That is how they have learned. For some people, it will work. They are fluent in English and they are doing good now. For some people, it will work. But many people also suggest that it is a wrong method where first thought you will get in your native language and then you're translating and talking. So it might become slower or it might not be the right method for some people, but if it works for you, well and good, nothing wrong in it. That is how like a beginner learns, right? They will learn first what is this thing called in English. That is how they will learn. So I think it should be okay. If it is working with them, it should be okay. Anything else before we wrap up? Okay, your video is getting paused. Okay, it was really nice talking to you. Good luck. I would say work upon yourself and do well. Good luck for your future.